Hi there, this is Sean Brodrick for Red Hot Global Resources and Uncommon Wisdom Daily. I'm here at the PDAC again, and I'm with RJ Bommarito of Santa Fe Gold, and they have some great projects that they're bringing online in New Mexico. RJ, please tell us what your company is doing down there.
Well, we're excited. There are 1,800 companies listed on the Toronto Exchange, and only 50 are in production. Now, although we're not listed, and we'll talk about that in a moment, on the exchange, we are in production, which I think is really a key factor. We have a small mine, the Summit Silver Gold Mine. We have a mill in operation. Both of them are in New Mexico, and we expect to have a full commercial production later this year.
Great. And so you're also purchasing another company, which is the Columbus Silver Mines. They have a project near you, so you can use ore from their project to feed into your mill. Isn't that right?
Yes, really, that's part of our strategic plan. We want to, we constructed our mill with the ability to do 2 or 3 times what the Summit is actually putting out, and so Columbus essentially will be bolt-on production for us. It's very similar metal characteristics, same silver-gold combination, and it's within trucking distance, so we fully expect to bring that on. It's Columbus Silver, and they are listed on the Toronto Exchange, and so once we go through the process of acquiring Columbus, which we do expect to close probably in April, that we will have met most of the requirements needed to actually list on the Toronto Exchange, which I think we will do.
Great. And so also you have some exploration going on. Right under your feet where the mill is, $1 billion worth of gold, silver, and copper was pulled out of the ground, right?
Historically, that's correct at today's prices. In fact, we draw the water for our mill right there out of the old workings. We've done some geophysical studies already, and we have a full-time geologist now doing some sampling as well. We're trying to identify some targets, again, to bring that production up on our mill. Okay,
and looking down the road, you have another project that you really want to work on too, Ortiz. Please tell us about that.
Really, that's our Plum project. Also, again, in New Mexico, we hold a 60-square-mile land position there, which is very large, and at least in the United States. It's on a land grant, so it's actually on private property. The nice thing about the Ortiz, it's been extensively drilled. $40 million worth of drilling was done in the late 80s and early 90s, which could equate to quite a bit more in today's dollars. And so we have some well-identified ore bodies there. In fact, we already have a pre-feasibility study. It still needs to be permitted. It would be probably a 1 to 2 million ounce project, but there's an amazing amount of upside potential. There's also some copper and moly on the property as well. So the exciting thing about Ortiz is we have extremely low costs anticipated of production. Because the gold is in a free gold state, we simply have to crush it and use gravity feed. And we expect at this point, although they're saying 280 an ounce gold, I think let's just say 300. I believe that we're going to be able to draw it out of the ground very, very economically. We even have some of the water rights solved as well.
Good. And please pardon the noise, folks. We are at the PDAC. But one point that I did want to make is you have cash flow. I mean, your company does not have a lot of cash, but you have cash flow coming in. You've already made 3 shipments to the smelters and stuff, and so you have options here. So it's not like you're an explorer that's like sitting around waiting for a cash infusion. You have money coming over the transom, so you actually have a real working operation here.
We have a fully working operation. We're really excited about that. There's no question about it. With the cash flow that's just beginning, we have the options are opening up to us. Financing then, of course, becomes much easier, and we're not going to have a problem, I think, going forward.
Okay. Now, one point that I would like to make to viewers is they are listed on the bulletin board. They are going for their Amex listing and potentially their listing on the TSX Venture, but they are on the bulletin board. So do your own due diligence if you're interested in the stock. What we are doing here is I am profiling this company. This is not an official recommendation. If you are interested, do your own due diligence. Be careful, of course, but I often get requests for gold and silver miners that are under $1. And here is one that is producing, and it's under $1, and it has some real upside potential. So it's certainly on my watch list, and I think it should be on yours. RJ, is there anything you'd like to add?
No, thanks. I appreciate you having me.
All right. Thanks very much, folks, and I'll talk to you